Hello everybody and welcome to my brand new series on the Old Stream Farm. So this was chosen by my audience, there was a vote, and this won by 67%, which is very significant. So yeah, I've decided which tractors we're going to have. You've chosen the map, so it should work pretty well. To be honest, I would have been very happy with any of those maps, that's why I selected those for the vote. So I have done a Let's Play on here before, but not in FS22. So yeah, this will be, hopefully, quite interesting. This is with a bit of a change though, as it is a stepping stone series, so as soon as Auction Dave's new map is out, Court Farm, we'll be stopping this and we'll be going to that. But as you can see, we own a lot of land. Yes, the idea behind this is that we are taking over a functioning farm, so we're not really working up from the ground, we're just taking over and continuing to farm it. Having said this, we have no animals. It's all arable at the moment. So we might get some animals. We probably will do. It'd be a good idea to. But yes, we certainly have some fields to harvest to begin with. But let me just quickly run through the machines that we have. First of all, we have the class Tryon. This is the 730. And I know it's big. Some of the fields on this map are very small. But yeah, we have loads of fields. And some of them are quite big, so I don't think it will feel too big, maybe only in the field out the front there, which is very small. But anyway, moving on to the tractors over here, there is a bit of a Massey Ferguson theme. As I said, I've chosen the tractors. It's been a while since I've chosen the fleet which I really want to have, so this will be nice. The Massey Ferguson 5475, which I've gone with the front linkage and PTO fitted on the front, and we've got the Vermeer rear mower. This is our mowing tractor ready, grass work tractor, that sort of thing. Then we have our main cultivation tractor and drilling tractor, the 8S 285. So it's not the biggest, but it is pretty high up there. And then we have our drop nose for front loader work, definitely not for baling. It's just I brought this back to the yard with that tractor. Yeah, so it's going to be doing just general work, maybe tedding, windrowing, that sort of thing. And then over at the store we have this, the MAN lorry with the trailer. This is for moving bales. Obviously at the moment it's for moving machinery, but yes, we have the Merlot, which will be for moving bulky materials and also bales and stuff like that, pallets. And then we have on the back the Pottinger loading wagon for collecting up grass, because we have silage pits on this map, so we don't need to do silage bales. So we'll just get it taken back. Oh, yes, that's the issue with having such a tall implement on the back of the trailer. It makes the camera zoom in. And here we are. So yeah, this is the tiny field I mentioned. It is, I would hope, the only field where we will feel a bit too big for it with the combine. Because as you can see, it's quite small. But otherwise, yes, it should be fine. So there was no point starting from the very bottom with next to no money and no machinery, because we would never have progressed enough before we finished the series. So yeah, the sooner we get these removed from the trailer, the better. Keep zooming in. But I do love these mods. They're all, well, the Pottinger isn't a mod, but everything else is. They're very nice. Okay. So here we have the Turbo Farmer. I have gone with the maximum amount of weights on the back, as we are going to be lifting some pretty heavy Heston bales. Probably stacked up in threes. Actually, I really should look for a different bale fork. One where we can safely lift 3 Heston bales. And yeah, then we've got that Pottinger, which we'll just pop away. I think we use the 5475. But we're not doing grass work today. We've done enough grass work on other Let's Plays. We're going to harvest a field. I think that would be a good idea. Now we do have £148,000. That's because we do still have other things to purchase, such as a grain trailer. I haven't bought everything yet. But as mentioned, it is a fully functioning farm, so we do have money in the bank. Well, a successful, fully functioning farm. Okay, right, well, there we go, if I don't take out the barn. Let's choose a field which is ready. Oh yeah, and we do have precision farming installed too. So yes, as you can see, we've got a lot of fields. Field number 7, field number 1, they both need to be harvested. I think everything else though is still growing currently. 29, is that must be a grass field. Yes, it is. Okay, so yeah, we'll probably do both of them. Starting with field number 7, which will be very easy, because it is just here. It's literally just here. We will have to purchase the trailer, the grain trailer. I have got a few mods. I think it'd be good to get maybe this. Shall we go with a different wheel setup? Yeah, we'll go with wide wheels. Beacon, yeah, we'll go with beacon. There it is. And the design colour, actually I think I did quite like it in the standard yellow, yellowy orange. Yeah, that should be good. £24,100. So we'll go and pick that up. If it is too big for this tractor, then we can always just stick it on the 8S. This isn't necessarily all the tractors that we're going to have. We might change some, we might buy some more in addition to these. But it's just a lovely map, and actually I think it was the very first map released for FS22. The first mod map. So it's been out a while, but yeah, I just haven't had the opportunity, well I have had the opportunity, but I haven't really been able to slot it into the schedule. But now we can. It would be a shame not to play on this map. Having said that, it would be a shame not to play on all the other maps that were in the vote, so hopefully at some point we can also do Let's Plays on them. If only there were more days in the week. Okay, right, that actually doesn't look too big for it. Maybe a little too big, but it should be fine. Let's get it back to the field and we'll start the harvest. Not that it's going to be a big harvest, I don't think. It's just going to be a small one, so we should be able to get onto a second job as well. Okay then, we'll pop this trailer over here. Just there, should do nicely. And now we can start up the combine. Got the Draper belt header. Should be able to spin around here. And I think we'll attach the header just here. That should be fine. Now we also don't have a big drill, or a direct drill. The drill which we have is like a cultivator, a disc harrow sort of thing. And it can only put certain crops in. I think it can only do things like oilseed radish, wheat possibly. It's a bit different to a weeder. There were a few. It can do grass. I think there were some other crops as well, but not many. It's probably like 4 in total. So that will be used, maybe even today, because this is an oat field. I think we'll probably follow it on with wheat. Be a good opportunity to try out the 8S. But yeah, we'll get this baled, and it's just so nice to have a big combine because it means we can do the baling faster. It's going to be so much neater, less swaths, much bigger gaps in between. Yeah, this is my kind of series. I don't like really big maps, like really big fields I should say. Nothing wrong with big maps. Yeah, really big fields for video purposes are not that entertaining in my opinion, because really it's just up and down, and yeah, it's like an entire episode doing one job. But yeah, this is perfect. And there's a good range of field sizes. I forget how big the biggest one is. Let's just have a quick look. Yeah, it's not massive, but they're pretty decent sizes. Like field 50, 51. They're getting bigger over there. Field number 3. I don't know why I'm trying to justify this combine. I'm very happy with it. Anyway, yes, it's not filling up super quickly. As you can see, the yield is poor. So we will have to do some work. We're going to have to put some lime on the field and fertilise it. Actually, I do have chopped straw. I'm not too sure if that is compatible with precision farming. Maybe we can find out. That would be interesting to see. We will also have to analyse the fields, which I haven't done yet. So actually, yeah, it probably isn't working because it hasn't been analysed. Yeah. So that's probably a good job for the drop nose. We don't need a massive tractor to do that. You can also do it with the ATV, actually. Anyway, yeah, I will continue, and then we'll move on to the baling. Oh, I should just point out, actually, the trailer on the lorry, the tandem, that is an auto-loading trailer. I could have bought it without the auto-loading feature, but I thought it would be a nice idea to have that. The lorry itself, I don't think auto-loads, but that's absolutely fine because we have the Merlot. So, yeah, it's just, I think on most occasions I will just manually load the first half, the actual lorry part, and then if we have a really big field, we can auto-load the rest onto the trailer. Looking so much neater than if we had a smaller combine. I think actually it would be nice to do a couple of productions on here. Something egg related, with the bakery. Yeah, we could do bakery and then flour. It seems like a really good map for chickens. I vaguely remember that it's actually incorporating a chicken coop, yes. I think so. So hopefully we don't even have to buy the pen, we can just buy the chickens. We should be able to do that really soon. Maybe even while we're passing to get to field number 1. Yeah, field number 1 is the field which I remember the most. I think it's probably the field that nearly everybody starts with. But we'll also be putting the money into the new fields, more fields. It shouldn't be too difficult to expand. Right, well that is us done. I'll take the header off, then we'll pass the trailer on the way out so we can unload, because I'm fairly sure that field number 1 is not the same crop. It would be nice if it is, but yeah, it's wheat. There we go. That's actually going to be really good because it means the wheat can go straight into the chicken trough. Right, that's unloading. Looking good. Yeah, which is the chicken coop? It must have been around this area. Sheep barn. We'll likely get sheep. Here it is. Nice. Yep, so we will buy the chickens which are already laying, already reproducing. So I think we can get 150. They will breed. We don't need a rooster to breed, which is interesting. But yes, I'll get 120 and then leave space for 30 more to be produced. And they should start laying as soon as I give them food. I love how free range they are. They've got these sticks to scratch around in. Where do I feed them? Must be somewhere. Probably just here, I guess. I'll soon figure it out. Right, we'll leave them just to find some grubs. Good grief, they're everywhere. They've taken over the farm. Chickens. How lovely. Right, that's empty. I think, so that we don't have to put the massive combine into field number 1 in the future, that will be turned into either a production field or a grass field. We'll stick with having combinable crops in the big fields. So, yes, I'll just take the header off here. Give myself a bit of space, because this is the only field which is going to be awkward. We may have to drive in the crop a bit, but sometimes it has to be done. And yes, we do have crop destruction, so I will try not to destroy too much of it. But more straw for the baler. We will have to put the baler on the 8S. It is a Heston baler. Oh, that's a really nice area. I remember that area from the previous version. I don't know if it's flooded or if it's a lake. I think it's flooded because you can actually see the fence in the water. Let's quickly have a look. But it's obviously a stream. But I think it must be a stream that's overflowed with that fence being there. Or maybe it's just to stop the sheep from escaping. Love it though, looks so picturesque. Okay, let's blast through this field, which will take a matter of minutes. All the fields are yielding badly, so we've got to change that. We've got to make them much better. Done better than I thought. Almost half a combine, in fact it probably will be. So close. 49%. I don't think I've missed anything. So I'll take the header off, I'll then take the combine into the yard and hopefully just unload directly from the combine, from the auger, into their trough, or into the trigger at least. I do have interactive zone markers off. I keep turning them off because I need them off for survivor roleplay. But I will just turn it on again. Otherwise, I'm not going to know where to go. Well, I think we just go to the place directly in front where the door is, but it would be good to have a bit of clarity. Oh, it's off to the side. Okay, that's not going to work. What a big auger. Okay, we'll try again. Perfect. So there we go. I would not be surprised if they take the lot. If they don't, it's fine. I'll probably unload it into the Merlot's bucket. Yep. Okay, they've taken the entire field worth of wheat. After all that, and there was no collision on the corner of the building. So there was space for probably another 1,000 litres. This should really get going quickly. That is the thing about the series, we can get things done fast. We can really make some progress. But that is the harvesting done for today, so we'll pop this away in the shed. We'll bring the header trailer back in with the tractor. Or maybe the Merlot. Because I have opted to have the hitch, the tow bar, which is a very good idea. If it's the right one for that. I think it is. We even have a PTO. And then we can get the baler underway. Perfect. Yeah, it should be really manoeuvrable with this. So, feedback will be most welcome. How do you think I've done setting up the farm? Do you think it should have been done differently? Obviously everybody has a different opinion, which is fine. Everybody is entitled to their own opinion. But yeah, this is just how I wanted it to be. Because we've done it the slow way before, now we're doing it the faster way. So, yeah, the 8S, we better move the drop nose. Take the baler off. I don't know, maybe it would have worked. It's just not the wisest of ideas. Oh, that's the window. I wanted to put the front loader down. There we go. Yeah, that's a nice feature that these tractors have. You can open and close the doors. I think even this 8S can have its doors opened and closed because it is a modded tractor. Yep. We shall take off the drill cultivator. As you can see, yeah, grass, oilseed radish, canola, and wheat. Yeah, so I think we will put wheat in after the oats and probably grass, as I said, in the other field. We shall start with this field, as it is the one we did first. Yeah, that's good. I was slightly concerned that we wouldn't have enough power, but when you think about it, 285 horsepower, that should be more than enough. It's flying. Not literally. Yeah, it is though. It's doing a very good job. I think the tractors that we have should be sufficient for quite some time, but we will add to the fleet, I think. There are so many different tractors which I would like to use, but haven't used yet. Different mods. I am aiming for modded tractors on this series. And I assume this is just a single size. Yeah, it is. Single size bale. Just a big Heston. Very big. If I'm not mistaken, 13,000 litres. I missed the first bale. I think it was 13. So there won't be many bales, that's for sure. Here we go. Maybe 12? Nope, 13. It is 13. Okay, 13,000 litres per bale. Well, this field doesn't really need to be analysed if we're going to build a mill on it. I will have to refresh my memory as to what we need for the bakery. Obviously flour. I do know that we need sugar, which would be an issue. Unless there is a mod where you can buy sugar. Actually, we can probably buy it through the mod here. through the easy development mod. Because if we can spawn it in, I can't remember where it is now. Yes, we can. We can spawn it. So we wouldn't just spawn it exactly where we need it. We'd spawn it at the store. Then we'd have to go and pick it up, and obviously we'd pay for it. So we'd have a look at the price, the current price on the pricing chart, and then deduct the money from the account. So we don't have to own every factory, but I think it would be nice to be able to turn our own grain into flour. Just going to drop this bale off. I think we've done quite well there actually. How many have we got in total? 5. Well, it doesn't sound super impressive, but 5 Heston bales is quite considerable. As I said, 3,000 litres each. So we'll grab the Merlot, take the bucket off, put the bale spike on, which is in the bucket. This John Deere weight here, I should just point out, was already here. I forgot to sell it. And then I ran over it. So we'll just put it to one side. There we go. That's the bucket off. And there really should be no issues at all with picking up a few at a time, because we've got those big heavy counterweights on the back. In fact, so heavy that when I first put the Merlot on the lorry, the front of the lorry lifted up off the ground. It was extremely airborne. Then again though, these probably aren't even that heavy. And maybe we don't need a trailer, maybe we can just transport them directly to the yard. Find a good place to put them. Now if we do have a hayloft or something and I've completely missed it, then feel free to comment down below. I should see it by the next episode, if not the episode after. So it'll take me time to see the comments, at least to act on the comments. That's nice and stable. So which is the best shed? Is that a hayloft? No, it's a bit too open, isn't it? I would not be surprised if there is one. But yeah, maybe just put them in here for now. We'll be using the lorry to transport the bales when we're coming from further afield. Yes. And I think some of the fields are going to produce a lot of bales, especially when we harvest loads together, because I'll try and do the same crop in the same sort of area. Yes, I really want a different bale fork, or even a pallet fork. I do find the pallet forks easy to use in this game because if you adjust the width of them, it stops the bale from getting stuck to it. Whereas with these, because they're rigid, they're set, you can't adjust them, so you can't free the bale. It sounds weird, but it does work. Anyway, it is now time to analyse this field. So let's go with this. We'll probably take the front loader off. Although we could bring something back on the forks, thinking about it. I think we don't. Yeah, we don't have a spreader. We should really have a spreader. So I may just bring back a couple of bags of fertiliser. So what we need to do is first of all go into miscellaneous. And we need to pick up the Isaria Scout. Yes, I think we'll go with this one here. Although we could go with that. Yeah, I don't know actually. I'll go with this for now. And also, big bags, solid fertiliser. I think we're going to struggle to pick up 4 without a real weight, so we'll go with 2. The Isaria Scout is going to have a mass, but it's not going to be that heavy. I wonder if it tells you. No. It's a nice nimble tractor for this sort of job. And we can use it to load up the spreader, which we don't yet own. Yeah, glad I didn't buy 4. That should be just right for it. Let's make our way back to the farm. And we can analyse the bigger field, field number 7. I'm going to have to allocate areas for fertiliser and seed. We do have these racks here, but they're more for the big bag pallets, well, bag pallets. So I think we'll just start to put things in here. When we need to buy loads, we can just take the lorry. That'll be fine. Oh, sorry, chicken. Yeah, there are chickens everywhere. Thankfully, they have no collision. And you certainly can't kill them or injure them. So here we go. Let's switch this. Actually, I have already got something on the tractor. Maybe I didn't need this. I'm not sure. But anyway, we've got this, so we'll use it. The hot air balloon can watch us doing this work. So it's important to use the mini-map. Could have actually got away with doing 1 sample across here. Whoops. Well, I'll know for next time. It should only be maybe 4 samples in total. The next one can be about here. I think it is fairly essential that we do cover the entire field with the circle. Otherwise, it's not going to know how much fertiliser to apply to that certain area which has been missed. Okay, yeah, 1 more after this. But this will have to be done to every field, eventually. But it won't seem too bad, because we'll just do it after every harvest. And that is all for today. So that was 5 samples. We'll send them off to the lab. It will cost us money, but that's fine. And then we can find out exactly which soil type we have in this field. Oh, it's already done. We have 2, sandy loam and loamy sand. Nice and fun, short and sweet. That's all we have to do for today with that. So I do want to finish by applying some lime to that field. I don't know if there is a lime buy point. If there isn't, we'll have to buy it in bags. Of course, I might miss a bulk buy station. But if I do miss it, and there is one, again, any help in the comments will be much appreciated. Okay. There we go. It looks like these barns do have lights as well. Press R for those. Lovely. That'd be good for nighttime work. So, yes, the oats that we have in the trailer, I probably won't rush into selling them. I think we do have a pit. Yes, it's just over there. So, we'll tip it in the pit. That is another really nice thing about this series. We don't have to just think, oh, we've got to sell it because otherwise we're going to have no money. We can relax. We can get a full trail load and then sell a full trail load when the price is really good. Or we can use it in a production. And this tractor seems fine with it. It's not too much of an issue at all. Yeah, we could also turn the oats into flour, so it will likely be used for that. For making bread. Okay. Right. So I think again I'm going to use this tractor for the spreader, which we're going to have to purchase. And we're going to get a spreader which can also do lime and fertilizer, obviously. Actually, we probably don't even need sugar, come to think of it. I've never made bread, but I don't think you put sugar in bread. Don't judge me. No, I have never made bread. It just doesn't sound right. Maybe you put a pinch of sugar in? I don't know. I wouldn't have thought so. Anyway, yes, if we can go without sugar, even better. So, here we are. We'll check use machinery. That's nice. We've got one of them. Yeah, nothing there for us. So, fertilizer spreaders is going to be that one, I think. No, not that one. This one. Yes, it has to do both. So not too expensive, but we do need to have the wider spreading width. So we'll go with the small there. Let's see if we can go with some different wheels. They look good. Spreading discs, 6 metre spreading unit, that's it, £53,000. So we're eating through the money, no doubt about it. But we've got so many fields. So we should be able to bring money in. The construction of the productions will obviously be a bit of an expense for us. Now, lime. Is there a lime station? There is indeed. Where is this lime station? There it is, and we're there. So it shouldn't be too hard to get to. I'm sure I can make it hard. It probably would have been easier to go the other way, but actually, maybe I've accidentally taken a shortcut. Yes, I have, and we get to go over a bridge. Very nice. Stop sign, which does not mean give way. Easy to forget. Means we come to a complete standstill. Sorry, I don't know why I'm trying to talk like a driving instructor. How weird. Anyway, yes, we continue. You don't see many stop signs though. They are mostly give ways. Yeah, it's a nice easy drive. This map had loads of stop signs. Does it have a... I don't know if this map already has productions integrated into it, like a bakery. It may well do. In which case, the small field can be a grass field. But that's our destination. Let's fill it up. Yep, it does. It has all the productions. There's the bakery. And that's really close to the farm as well. In fact, we're opposite it. It's near the store. So, great. That's really good. We will turn it into grass. This is tight. Have I taken a wrong turn? I think not. That is the way in. Okay. Good job I didn't buy a bigger one. So yeah, it's not expensive. We'll fill it to the top. It does, after all, get through it quite quickly. That's just the right amount, I would say. 11,000 litres. It saves buying it in bags. And it seems that this tractor is fine with it. I love that it's got the productions integrated in, because I haven't played on this map since the previous version, and obviously we didn't have production chains. There were modded productions, but not actually part of the base game. Let's return to the field. Looking good. Yeah, I don't know how I missed that piece of straw, but it's been baled up now. Just get these few bits that have been missed. Actually, I think it's probably already registered that piece. Huh, never had that message before. Well, it is done anyway. We can see on the minimap it's been done. So that's all good. Let's go and take this back to the yard. We'll park up for the day, and we'll see what tomorrow brings. Where shall I put it? I'm going to try and keep this farm neat. Everything needs to be in its own shed. But we're probably going to have quite a lot of equipment, so I guess it makes sense to put it with the fertiliser sort of area, in front of the racking. I probably won't use the racking. And there's another weight, which was included when I started the save game. Yeah, that needs to be undercover, because it has no cover. I haven't paid for the cover. That's all good, though. So, I really hope you've enjoyed episode number 1. We will do episode number 2 tomorrow. 2 episodes a week. Plenty of work to do. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again, hopefully, tomorrow. Bye for now.